Alright guys, so I've been with the company that I'm working with for about 2 months now. The company I work for contracts with Amazon as delivery drivers, what they call a DSP, delivery service provider. It's a fancy word for Amazon gives us packages and we deliver them. For you guys that are looking into getting on with Amazon, you don't get on with Amazon directly. You get on with a third-party DSP, which is basically a contractor. You contract to Amazon. Now, I can't specifically say what your experience is going to be with whatever company you're with, because the company that I'm with and the area that I'm in is tier 1 ranked, so it could be different for you if you get a lower ranked company. Not that they're a bad company, just some of the goals may not be the same. And like I said, I'm not trying to talk bad about those other companies, but you got to think of it in the end run, who is going to have your best interests in thought. Because Amazon is a $1 billion corporation that's just going to make more money, like they don't care. The company you work for, on the other hand, need you to make money. So if they're going to treat you right, treat you well, then it's going to be a pleasant experience. If they're just putting you in a vehicle so that way they can get the profit off of Amazon, then you may want to rethink the company you work for. For example, the company that I work for, we've been busting butt to get our tier 1 status, which when we hit tier 1 status, my boss, who's also the owner of the company, provided a reward out of his own, the company's own budget. Like, it wasn't a Amazon thing, it was a company thing. So that was pretty cool. And the fact that the owner took the initiative to do that was pretty cool. Now, that's just kind of a little law blurb, I guess. But the one thing I will tell you is, if you don't like the heat, if you don't like getting up and down, you don't like walking, you don't like lifting package after package after package, if you don't want to deal with walking up a driveway, bending down, taking a picture, walking back to your van, and repeating that process up to 160 to 200 times within a 7 to 10 hour period, then this is not the job for you. I can tell you, with the company I work for, we start at 9. Well, technically we get to the lot where the vans are at. Before that, we do the checkups, make sure that everything is good with the vans, and then we stage at the distribution center, which is where we pick up the packages. Now, that process we have from, we leave the lot at 9:15 in the vans, we leave at 9:15, and then we go to the DSP, which is the acronym for distribution center, basically. And then from there, we load, and by the time we're done loading, we are out by 9:50 in the morning. And then essentially the goal is to be done as early as possible. Now, the reason I say that is because I don't know if it's the same for every company that does this, but I can tell you what the company that I work for does is, we're paid for a 10-hour block, period, on an hourly basis, with overtime. Like, we get overtime, it's not a work to the bone for nothings. Like, it's decent check. So the catch is, if you work less than 10 hours, like say you get a a route that you got 120 packages, or if you're lucky, you got a smaller route, or they're really close together and you can get done in 5 hours or 6 hours, then you're still getting paid for that 10 hours. Now, that's fine and dandy, but you got to remember you have a dispatcher that's doing their job, and they can't leave until everybody comes home or everybody gets back. So if you take longer than 10 hours, quote unquote 10 hours, it's not an actual 10-hour shift, but if you take longer than the set end time, you're not only going to be cutting your leg off because you're having to rush and do more work to finish and stressing yourself out, but now you've got your dispatcher on your butt, or you got your manager on your butt, or your supervisor, whatever you want, whatever. So the goal is to be done as quickly as possible, quickly and as efficiently as possible. Like yesterday, I finished my route at 4:30. That gives me bonus time that I'm essentially getting paid for that I'm not working. So in a way, it's almost like salary pay, but at an hourly rate. So, I mean, obviously, if you work more than 10 hours, then people aren't gonna appreciate that. But you're still getting paid. Let's say you work 10 and a half hours, you're still getting half-hour overtime at that point, which equates to being standard pay, I'm sure, whatever. Anyway, honest review after my rant is finished. Amazon as a company is no different than any other company that I've ever worked for. Amazon. Let me make that very clear. Amazon is a company that is business oriented. They want to make their money, they want to get the job done, they want to go home at the end of the day with as much money in their pocket as possible. I don't work in the warehouse, so I can't speak for the warehouse. Those individuals have a different job than I do, so I'm not even going to attempt to say one way or the other. If you want a review on that, you go find one of them. As a delivery driver, the job is easy. You get in the van, you turn it on, you drive to your area, you get in and out hundreds of times, and then you go home. You don't have to really deal with anybody. Like, yeah, you may have to drive a couple hours throughout the day, and it may be boring to you, but the job itself is probably one of the easiest jobs I've ever had. And it is one of the best paying jobs I've ever had. So, I mean, it's all personal opinion. If you like what you do, then you'd never work a day in your life. I can promise you that for the first month and a half to 2 months, you're going to hate this job. It's going to suck, especially in the summertime, which is when I started, is in the summertime. This crap sucks. The heat sucks. Sweat sucks. The swamp ass sucks. Like, it just sucks. But then you start getting your rhythm and you start learning ways to be quicker, and then it doesn't suck as much. And the next thing you know, you're helping out people that are new. You're doing what the people did. You're helping out when you used to be the one getting help. Getting quote unquote rescued. Once you get to that stage, it's all just rhythm. Rhythm. You get in, you do what you need to do, and you get out. You get in, do what you need to do, and get out. So, the company I work for, the DSP that I work for, we've earned our top rank because of our commitment and our goals. I can't speak for the other companies, because I don't work for the other companies. But, if you're interested, want to learn more, or you have questions or whatnot, I guess leave comments or whatever. I'll get to the questions that you may have. I'm sure there's other videos of Amazon information on the website, on YouTube, that you can find. I happen to find this job in Indeed. If it's something that you're interested in and you're in the Phoenix area, then feel free to send me a message and I'll send you a link to the company that I work for, and we can get you hired in. You can learn more information on my company's website, but I'm not going to put all that stuff out just over the net, just courtesy. I don't know the guidelines for Amazon. Like I said, I don't work for Amazon. I work for a different company and I contract for Amazon. But they're pretty strict on who says what and when and where and why and how. Anyway, hope this helps. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace.